Well, we certainly have a lot to accomplish in just a few short hours. Our guests are about to arrive, and I guess you have to go into the dining room and get ready for the sit-down dinner. And I have to go to the bee yard, craft the metal roses, cook the dinner. Yeah. So, and you got to help. All that and much more when we return on Straight Up with Frank and Anita. Welcome back to Straight Up with Frank and Anita. Anita and I have some very important guests coming over this evening for a very special anniversary dinner, and we want to have everything done properly for when they arrive. We have a lot of work to do, but first I need to go out to the bee yard and gather some fresh pollen, because that's one of the main ingredients for our recipes. So follow me out to the bee yard and help me gather the pollen. Well, while Anita is in the kitchen and finishing up with her decorations for the party, I thought I'd take the opportunity to come out here and gather a little pollen for the drizzle and for the main course. First, to get pollen, you have to smoke the bees to calm them down and let them think that their hive is on fire. And what they do is they gorge themselves with honey, and they get a little bit calm. And you can pull the honey. Wow, look at that. Some beautiful pollen. We try to gather the pollen daily in the afternoon so that it doesn't absorb any of the moisture from the morning dew. And you can see this pollen is perfect for some bees. So pollen is actually the richest food substance there is in the world. And I have a little brochure here. I'd like to read a little something from this about pollen. It contains all the nutrients required for complete and perfect health. Some of the benefits of pollen, which pollen is actually the bees' bread. They use the pollen in their daily life as the staple to get the nutrients and the energy that they need to do the many things that they do. And it says here off the internet about pollen, bee pollen is recognized as an immune system enhancer for its ability to strengthen the body against viral infections. It is effective in relieving fatigue, improving concentration, the treatment of asthma and allergies, and in controlling skin problems and inhibiting wrinkles. It can also help women with painful menstrual cramps or menopausal women with hot flashes. It can relieve headaches and heart palpitations. As well, pollen can increase sexual potency, fertility, and it is especially benefits the prostate. Regulation of colon problems is another one of its uses. It is a diuretic action of the kidney and bladder. There is even anecdotal evidence of pollen's effectiveness for children with attention deficit disorders, ADD. So also here it says numerous studies have indicated that bee pollen has anti-cancer properties. And we know from the recent studies that people who have cancers, that have developed tumors, have a nutritional deficiency. And since pollen contains all of the nutrients required for complete and perfect health, it makes sense that if we consume small amounts of pollen on a daily basis, we have the nutrients and the elements needed to combat all of the diseases that are out there, and especially to cleanse the body, for pollen is also the highest of all the antioxidant complete whole foods known to exist in nature. Oh, the bees are landing all over me. How beautiful. Now, what we do with the pollen after we gather it, and since the bees are coming in larger numbers, I'll give them a little smoke here, and I'm going to smell like a can of tuna or smoked oysters. But we take the pollen from the tray, we pour it into, and in this instance it's a recycled plastic container. We gently tap the container to loosen all the pollen in the bottom. And you can see the pollen trap has ventilation holes. It's very small microscopic ventilation holes to inhibit the pollen from actually falling through the trap, but allowing the air to circulate. so that we have a drying effect. But if you don't get it before the dew hits, then the pollen can in effect absorb the moisture and become wet and sticky. So we don't want that to occur. We want it to be loose just like this and ready to go. This is going to be beautiful in our kitchen. So now to put the trap back, and I might add that this is a European pollen trap. It's a front entrance device that enables the bees, before they even enter the hive, to deposit their pollen in the collection tray by going through a small grid here. They can go squeeze through, but the pollen, at least one pellet is yanked off of their leg. So it's a 50-50 take. And I will smoke the entrance here to remove the bees so that I can, without injuring the bees, reapply the drawer at the bottom. And I can see many bees here coming in with fresh pollen. There we go. So as they come in and deposit this pollen, we have to clean it on a daily basis. Now it's time to take the pollen back to the kitchen and complete our recipes. I want to taste it first. Oh my. Delicious.
Decided to bask in the sunshine, smell the roses and savoring time. Better days are still ahead, but these best days